Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Harold. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Ole Miss offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Trophy might look like an egg, but you better not be fragile. You better have a hard shell if you're going to come out in this one, guys.
And the three of us have called this game in the past. We've been in the stadiums. We've felt the hate between Mississippi and Mississippi State, right, David?
It's real, man. It's so cool to see. It's so important to both sides. Handling the emotion early will be a big deal.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quick pass on the fly motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Gets it out quickly. On the move is the 30. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
He's got it on the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Hotty-totty, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew when Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy, but last year, Hotty-totty put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty-totty that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Might as well give it to him again. Plows through the defense. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got his man, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Mississippi State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to run it. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
It's complete to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of downs, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Paul, where these games always come down.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed, and they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
This should be the last play of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Rebels send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking and missile.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
On the return, it's White. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but, man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Trying to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes his connection. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the grab. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Going to the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it, make something happen before the half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around Jesse. He's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed.
Makes the grab on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes it. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Dances away to buy time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, wants to throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
And you got to know when to throw them. Right when he's breaking out of his break, you got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the kicker.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by about 100 miles battling here in the Egg Bowl, you know emotions tend to run high. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll try to run for it. Makes one man miss. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Gets it out fast. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Feeling some heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now he's going to break the pocket. Spins away from the defense. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
And the defense registers their 1st sack, and they're bringing pressure from the 2nd level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next...
Oh, there's the ball! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing it down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Excellent field position here for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man quickly. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's White. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something.
Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
That got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Paul?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. If you give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Motion from the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking for a deep man. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got a man. It's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Returner is tackled at the 44, and your Ole Miss Rebels will take over.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the defense doing work. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on. You finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. With jet sweep pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He's now got 78 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And here comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Moving out of the pocket. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it.
He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting the first completion.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First down here for the offense. Here's the give off the left side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to find his man in the middle. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.